What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another crypto update. Today we're gonna go over all of the cryptos and especially answer the question, what should you do if crypto is not doing anything, and where should you invest, or where could you invest? And I'm going to talk about some new investments that I did, but before that we go over the total market cap for crypto. We are still in a very bearish move. As last time said, we didn't even hit the re-entry, which is a very bearish sign, because there's just not enough power to even get into the re-entry zone to then come back. Same thing we are seeing here. We are seeing a little bit of an upside the last couple of days, especially last week, but it continues to trend alongside the EMA 200 and then continuously going down. So we are still in a very strong downtrend. Same goes for Bitcoin dominance. We are still pretty much here on the high, which is basically not moving a lot, so not strong, no strong indication over here. Ethereum dominance continues to drop, went a little bit higher, is about to drop again probably. USDT dominance is very interesting though. We spiked a lot here after March 25th, so the last 2 weeks basically we went up another 10%, came down now 4% again. Just continuously people putting money into USDT, not into the markets. Now if we go into Bitcoin, we can see exactly the same thing. In Bitcoin though, we again didn't even reach the sell entry by about, what is it, 2% or something, 1%, which again is very bearish. Continuation of the downtrend. So everyone that is saying we're going to go bullish from here, there is no reason technically to do that, because the price action shows us that it's failing every bullish level. Now what we are doing here is we are reacting bullish in the whole correction level of this sequence that then runs price into a big sell, and from here on down. Let's see how it continues. I predict that we're gonna bounce off this EMA line at 86 too, just because there's just not enough buy pressure to really take prices higher. I would love to see a re-entry. I would love to see this fake out where people think, oh, we're bullish again, let's go, and then really drop back to the 70,000, which is still my sell limit is open over here in my timer. So I'm still looking for the sell. When it comes to Ethereum, as I told you guys, I'm in a little buy for Ethereum. A very big swing trade in that sense, right? We are not reacting well. As you can see, we came back down and completely destroyed the bullish sequence over here, which is obviously a very strong bearish confirmation. So I wouldn't buy. Solana, same thing. We still have an up potential over here, because Solana looks a little bit more bullish because we broke the EMA 200. It's still very strong. We are building a little bit of resistance, or basically sideways trend over here, which could indicate a little bit of an up move, but it's not enough to buy anything. BNB, same thing over here, building up a lot of stability. XRP came down a lot, still holding pretty well, going sideways. So especially for, let's say, some smaller trades, this is pretty interesting. And besides that, all the cryptos pretty much do the same, right? It's just at the end of the day, if we go into the total market cap that represents all of the volume in the market, which is currently sitting at 2.68 trillion US dollars, we are in a downtrend. It's a strong downtrend. There's no reason right now to come out of it if we don't finally finish C target. So when I'm going to start to be bullish is somewhere over here, and then looking for re-entries. But we still have a lot of volume to wash out, over 30% in total market cap that could be washed out in the next couple of months. So you need to be insanely careful. I'm not buying anything right now. I'm not selling anything right now. I'm maybe trading sell-oriented positions if Bitcoin would come back into this, let's say, re-entry, because selling here is too risky. I will never buy or sell in a movement. That's what most traders do wrong. I would sell in correction levels, right? So bullish or bearish. That's when I want to get into the market. I'm getting into the market when we have these turns, right? Up, down, down. I don't want to go into a pump, right? I don't want to sell here, then go up, hit stop loss, and go down. That's again what most people do wrong. Therefore, I'm going to be patiently waiting for entry. Now, also on the side of profitable traders, we are completely short. You can see here Wallet with 8 million that I track. He's shorting basically everything, and he's insanely high in profit, right? Very high in profit. So he has 21 million US dollar unrealized profit, to 8 million on the wallet. What an insane trader, shorting basically everything. So he's shorting Ethereum since 331. Let's check that out. So Ethereum 331, motherfucker, that's so wild. So he's basically shorting Ethereum since 331 somewhere over here, right? So he perfectly caught the bearish sequence, maybe a little bit too early the entry, um, in that sense, but anyways, insanely profitable trade. And this kind of shows us the direction of the market. So we continue to be very bearish. Sorry. Now, when it comes to the order books, if you go into Ethereum, for example, USD on spot, we are seeing a strong support zone over here. We are but still also seeing sells right now at 187. So yeah, no strong bullish news, guys. There's strong buy orders at 1750. Yeah, and sell. Sorry, yeah, 1750, and then strong sells at now at 1865. So we're probably just going to continue to range until something happens and then either go up or continuously going down. Now, for Ethereum and Solana and all of the other coins, compared to Bitcoin, Bitcoin still has a lot to go. So it still has a lot of potential to go to 70K. Whether then Ethereum and Solana, for example, they're already all in buy zones. So I don't want to really see them drop more. I think they're just going to go sideways. Therefore, that's also why I entered the buy trade here in Ethereum, as you can see. But yeah, it's just not holding up, and again, not very interesting right now. So there's nothing you can do besides being bearish, looking for these sell entries. When these traders, some of the biggest traders, start to be bullish or close their position, that's when we could see a market reversal. But as spoken about last time, and the reference to the Canaries, which basically means these are our experimental rabbits showing us where the market is going. Nvidia just did a new low, which is very bad. Basically, is very bearish in that sense, right? There's a lot of bull power missing. I think the people are ready to buy, but the markets are just not giving the clear signs. Therefore, we continuously are very bearish. Same goes for EWM, another canaries that shows us where the market is going, dropped and made a new low, which market will definitely follow. These markets correlate a lot. What these ETFs do, the market does mostly a couple of weeks later. So we're already seeing that, okay? So very bearish. Now, what I'm investing in, since crypto is not doing anything, I'm trading a lot of Forex, to be very honest. I always trade Forex, but especially in these phases, I'm very focused on Forex trading. I don't know if you know how Forex trading works. I don't know if you want to learn it, but if you want to, I lead the largest trading community in Europe, Australia, and many other countries, and we teach you how to trade. So if you're interested in that, click the link below, message me on Instagram, let me know that you want to learn trading, you come from these crypto videos, because we are always looking for new members that want to learn trading. We teach you trading from A to Z, same system as iTrade, one of the most profitable systems in the world, the so-called SK/NXT system, which is based on Fibonacci's and Elliott waves, right? And a lot of other stuff, but these are the basics for now. And I use this system in every market. So the cool thing is that, especially since I know the system and I've learned the system over the last 8 years from my mentor, Stefan, also lives in Dubai, is the head of education of our company and our team. And you are getting taught the system in many different languages, okay? If it's Arabic, German, English, Spanish, Portuguese, and so on, Latvian, and the system works everywhere. You can see it. So that's why I'm trading everything right now where there's volume. So I'm trading a lot of Forex right now. But for you guys as an investment, what I think is very interesting is, if you can, I'm currently selling coffee. Coffee did an over 200% run over the last couple of months. So I'm currently selling coffee. I'm buying soybeans. I'm buying US oil, and I'm highly in profit already. And I'm buying Platinum right now, okay? So I'm getting more into commodities. Why? Because Trump said he wants to increase the industrial complex of America. Therefore, we need resources, natural gas, and so on. As you can see here, we have aluminium, diesel. So aluminium is still low, diesel is going higher, gasoline is going very high. Natural gas is now correcting a little bit, looking for re-entry. Nickel, we have wheat, we have silver, we have copper, we have palladium, and we have zinc, right? So these are some of the commodities that I'm looking to get into. For that, I'm using Trading 212, and what I'm doing is I'm buying these leveraged shares. So for example, on Trading 212, as maybe other brokers, but I just use this one for stocks and commodities, what you can do is you can buy, for example, a 3x US oil, right? So for example, now if you did 5%, you did 15% because you have a 3x leverage, right? So that's where I'm investing money into right now, not doing anything in crypto, mainly focused on Forex and commodities. These are some of the commodity trades that I am handling right now. And yeah, that's basically it, guys. We need to think about other trades that we can do right now, how to keep our money moving. And therefore I'm spiking over, or I'm switching over into commodities and forex heavily. Again, I always trade forex, but especially right now I'm heavily more focused on forex than obviously crypto, just because there's nothing really happening, right? And I'm not going to force anything. I'm not going to lose money by trying any buys that then don't work out. um, at the end of the day, I'm just going to be focused. Ton, I saw a little push in ton. We are still holding ton. Let's see where ton is. Now it's coming back down, but I saw it today. Yeah, ton is kind of like breaking out a little bit. Let's see why this is happening. But yeah, we're still very, very low here. You see my entries. Just no one has ever thought that crypto will continue to, be bearish all the time, especially in major buy zones during a bull run. But yeah, we have a bearish sequence very strongly active, and yeah, it leads to zero. So it's a little bit over exaggerated, but basically what is happening is that we are still bearish everywhere, guys. So there's nothing really we can do. Just wait for confirmations, wait for sells. So one thing we could do, for example, is sell here the 50% bearish correction level. Would I do that? Not really, because we are in the buying zone. We are already insanely low. I don't know. I just find it unethical to do anything here, and unmorally, just because at the end of the day, I mean, I cannot talk about morals and ethics in that sense, but it's just like, why? It's like I just focus on other stuff, and other stuff is working pretty well. Again, commodities are very low. They seem to be go high very, very soon. US oil is pumping. And it's still very low overall, right? Overall, very, very low. And if we want to see this like 200-300% gain, I'm pretty sure we're going to see this in a new all-time high, 80% gain, and more than that. That's a good place to put money down right now. Besides that, again, forex focused. The orders look pretty good for Ethereum so far. For a little reversal, let's see how BTC is doing. And let's see, BTC right now is sitting at 84,032. And we have very strong sell orders at 95, and we have strong buy orders at 70, and then at 68. And again, guys, it's beautiful how to see that are seeing that these limits, so where people position their entries, correlate 100% with the NXT or SK system, because our buy orders, they start at 70, right? So 70,000 is our C target. At 70,000 is here. That's where we start to have these stronger buy entries. So if I want to mark it out, that's basically what it's going to look like. That's where we have our all support, and over there we can start to look for entries. But so far, selling it down to there, yes, maybe if it comes up again, but in between here, I don't really think to do that. I mean, at the end of the day, we could, for example, do one thing, and that is you take the bearish correction level, which is basically this one, and you would start to sell it here. We could do that, but we are not even coming up to this. So again, not doing anything in crypto. Our game plan is clear. Start to buy when we hit these C targets, 70,000 BTC. When does it happen? We don't know. Time is always the most difficult thing to time, right? Besides that, again, very focused on commodities, forex. And if I find something else, guys, I always let you know. Make sure to join my free value channel where you get all of the updates. I have one on Instagram, I have one on Telegram, all of my videos, all of my updates, everything. Make sure to check out my latest off chart video that I did about Bitcoin. I have two main channels, the crypto on chart, and then the value channel is off chart, where we speak about economics and the markets in general. But that's the game plan. We continue to follow it, and we're going to be patient, because that's one of the most important skills of a trader. With that being said, follow, like, see you in the next one. Oh yeah, and I am in my pajama. Why? Because I'm a trader.